John.
What's up, everybody? How you doing?
The drone!
Drone.
Look at this technology. Oh, that drone's just hovering. Just like your odor.
I'll tell you.
Happy Saturday.
That's Doug.
It's Saturday
Doug Christo.
somewhere.
Or is it Sunday, I guess.
That's what I'm talking about.
That
But there's
too.
somebody else too that
Hey, you having your own show?
What?
I am.
What?
What?
I am.
What? Where? What? Who? What?
There goes the drone. Boom, drops like a rock soon as
Hey,
it's over.
we're up.
Okay.
You're
Well,
up.
take care of business.
How do I look?
Take care of business. Take care of
I wore
business.
my best shirt today so that
You
to
wore
celebrate.
your best shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same shirt I had 20 years ago when I was making a little film called The Deep Dark Woods, No Witnesses.
That was a shirt.
It's a big deal tonight, right?
Tonight's my film that I made with a bunch of these knuckleheads.
Not me.
Not him. I made it later on.
I was the
him
only
came
one.
in.
Not me.
You're in it. Dave was in it. Who else was in it? Bobby,
Dave.
the voice,
Dave who?
was in it. Yeah, Dave who? This guy that was used to be
Mike
here.
Who.
Wasn't he the guy that said,
Yeah, he was there. Who else was in it from the show?
Dave, Mike.
Did we pass him up in longevity
Mike was
yet?
in it. Huh?
We may have.
Bobby.
We're getting close, aren't we?
Yeah, he's in the dirt.
We're getting close.
Dusted him. I outlasted that. And you're right on my tail end.
I am.
And you're right on his tail end. And you're no, you're
I was in the middle.
yeah, you're in the middle.
He took a hiatus for a while.
He took a hiatus, but
That's because Eric didn't like me.
well, welcome to the club. Anyways, we don't care about that because we are the fun show.
Really
the
fun
RFS,
show.
the really fun show. But anyhow, a bunch of guys from the show was in this movie. And then later I made another movie with a bunch of these other guys. And him, again, was in it again. See if you can pick out Terry's role in tonight's movie. He actually has 2 parts in tonight's film. 2 parts, so you appear twice, at least, in tonight's film.
As different roles.
What's the
Yes.
movie?
I said it once.
You did say it.
The Deep Dark Woods, No Witnesses, which is actually the sequel to my original film, The Deep Dark Woods.
Wait a minute. Why won't we show the first one and
Why?
then show this?
Yeah, ask him.
Why do we do this all the time?
That's up to him.
Well, because I thought this is the better film, because a certain person didn't think I was serious when we did the first film and actually didn't use the good camera.
So he really, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll help you make a backyard movie. No problem.
Yeah,
whatever.
EXL?
Huh? No, he did not. Not in the first one. He used.
So he didn't take you
high
serious.
8. He used the high 8.
Hi, hey.
He didn't take you serious.
Yeah.
No, I guess not, because I wondered why he didn't use that right there.
So you want to make a second one? He goes, I'll use a good camera
the
this
second
time.
one,
Well, why
then,
didn't you use
yeah,
it the first
yeah,
time?
he
I
did.
didn't own the XL all that time.
I'm sure there was
He
people
said
out
he didn't
there.
steal the XL at
Right.
that time.
He had the XL, don't you?
Did he say stole?
Trust me. But at any rate, if there's demand, we'll go back and we'll show that the first one. But this one kind of encapsulates. Wow, I used 2 words there: envelope, and capsule. So encapsulates the story from the first one and has a new story that's new and exciting.
Yep. And we call him Rich the Brick Counter.
Mine, yeah, you're right. I do a cameo in this.
You counting bricks?
As a
Counting bricks.
mental patient, yes, my first cameo in my own
And your
film.
wife does too.
And my wife does too. She's beating me with a strap.
What are you doing over
You'll
there?
see that. You'll see famous faces. Like you'll even see a young Don O'Malley in this.
Really?
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
The book.
You'll see Don O'Malley, and you'll see Sunshine Lee in this. You'll see Mark Melich in it. You'll see Greg Lavelle, one of my go-to actors, Greg Lavelle. He's in almost every movie I've made because Greg Lavelle's my go-to guy.
Was Zerby?
And Kevin.
No,
You forgetting
she
Kevin.
was an actor. Kevin Zapata.
Well, it's not Kevin, it's Kevin's brother, Evan.
What?
Watch the movie, you'll find out.
Yeah.
But a lot of good
But
stuff.
if you don't see the
Why'd
first
you
one,
mess
you
up
ain't
the
gonna know
credits?
why it's the second one.
Why'd you mess up the
No,
credits?
but he played, Kevin Zapata plays Kevin in the first film, and he came back as his own twin brother, Kyle.
Oh, try to be cute and fancy.
Well, because I had to get him a role in the second one because he's in my film organization. So I wrote him in
That's
as his
when
own
it
twin
was
brother.
Twisted Spine.
Twisted Spine, baby.
.com. Con.
You
in
got
his contract.
Stephen Thornton as the hunter that fights him in a cool scene in the swamp using live ammo.
Had a
Now you
lot of
told him who I
imaginary
was.
ones, too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Forget I said that. But anyways, it's a fun thing. It's a crazy
All right, well,
film.
let's kick off
Former
Independent
host in it, Mike Brazel as the ranger. We had Dave as the jerk attorney.
Independent Month kicks off with the
Yeah,
bang.
we're kicking it off at the
I
bang.
have
So
award
hope
my
you like it.
Evil Dead
Tomorrow.
because of Deep Dark Woods, Evil Dead, just kind of to pay homage to your.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
No, that movie, folks.
More interesting stories as we roll tape.
Well, my heart is spinning like an old wagon wheel. You spokes are missing, so you know how bad I feel. My lady, she don't love me. My dog, he don't like me. My mother, she won't see me. She does it just to spite me. And I don't wanna hurt no more. So I'm leaving. Yeah, I'm walking out the door.
Mark, do you recognize this area? I know I don't, and I'm usually the one that does this drive. I think we're lost. What do you think? Do you know how sick? I told you I should have driven, but oh no, Mark thinks he knows everything, so he should drive. Well, I told you I should have driven. Now we're late. We're lost. This is crazy. I'm fed up with it. Will you frickin' pull over and give us a chance to look at him out? Do you know how fed up I am out with this crowd? Every time I turn around, you pay attention to more people and do everything for everybody else but me. The minute I need you to do something, oh no, we'll wait till the last minute and then we'll take the old lady over to wherever she gotta go. And late again, here we are, late again, just like normal. This is Market. Stop paying attention to the damn radio, pay more attention to your driving. We might get where we're going. Mark, hello? Will you, Mark, pull over? Here's a map. Jesus Christ. Where are we? This is nuts. Where are we at? We're supposed to be here. What'd you hit? We're not even moving. Oh my God! Ah! Ah! Oh God! Mark, take the crap! Get out of here! Oh my God! Oh God! Get out of here! Ah! Ah! God, Mark, get out of here for Christ's sake! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Dad, why don't you give me a set of vitals on this guy? I don't even know how much blood he's lost. I gotta get some fluid in the back for it.
Nine's going up and nine. It's got the squares. It's got the squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Over. Up and squares. Gotta go squares. Gotta go squares. This is 5, 9. Bye.
Hey, take your glasses off. Sorry.
Orderly, would you take this patient to the treatment room for me, please?
Sure, Doc. It's gonna take a few minutes, though. I got strict orders to shackle this one when he's leaving his room. He's a real nut job.
Yeah, I know all about it. Just do what you gotta do and take him down to the treatment room. I'll be waiting for him in there.
Okay, sure, Doc. Anything you want. Anything your stuffed shirt tight wants, Mr. Big Shot. Maybe I'll leave a cuff loose so this crazy can have a good time. Hey, yo, Benny! Grab the leashes. We gotta take another out for a walk.
Okay. This donut's making me thirsty.
Whoa. Hang on there a sec, Doc. You sure you want to do this? I'm supposed to be some kind of mad dog killer.
Hell, Mike, I'm your psychiatrist. And I trust you. And I hope you trust me. Of course, it's kind of easy for me to trust you because I have this industrial strength can of mace here and I can rot your eyeballs right out of your head if you try anything. So, we're not going to have any troubles, are we?
Oh, no. I've seen what that done to some of the other freaks in here. I'm a firm believer in that trust thing you were talking about.
Good. Real good. You know, we've been going over your case for a couple of months, and I've administered every kind of test, but you've never exhibited any signs of mental illness.
Hey, Doc, that's good, right? I mean, that shows I ain't no nut, right?
Well, that's good and that's bad. I mean, normally it's good to be in good mental health, but for you there is a downside. I've been given 90 days to determine whether you're mentally fit enough to stand trial for the murder of 7 of your friends. And so far, I can't see any reason why you shouldn't.
That's just great. You mean because I'm not crazy, I gotta go to the chair for something I didn't do? I told you and the cops about that wacko force ranger and how he killed all of my friends and he tried to kill me. Do you see this scar? Do you think I did this on my own? I think you people should be locked up in this joint. You're all nuts.
Okay, let's just go over the whole thing again. Tell me what you remember.
What good is that gonna do? You got me on a one-way trip to the electric chair.
Humor me, okay? I'm working on something. Just one more time.
All right. Me and my friends decided to go camping for the weekend. So, we all piled in Kevin's van and we headed out.
We were going to camp somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. We all were having a great time busting each other's balls. It was me, Kevin, Jim, Tim, Rob, and Jim's friend Dan. Along the way, we picked up Jim's girlfriend Vicky and her friend Trish. Kevin, being a he was, ditched Tim on the side of the road so that Trish could sit with him. When we got to the camp and started setting up, that weird ranger showed up out of nowhere. He was yammering about protecting nature or some stupid thing like that.
Camping techniques. Right.
Then suddenly, poof, he was gone. We didn't think much of it and just started splitting up stuff to get done. I remember that we had left some beer back down the road a ways, so I left to get it and try to find Tim. I parked the van on the side of the road and went to the woods to find him. I looked everywhere and couldn't find him, so I got pissed and went back to the van. When I got there, Tim was all chopped up and lying in the front seat. I freaked out and just started running through the woods to get out of there. I didn't know how long I ran or how far, but I came upon a ranger station. I went and asked for help, and it was the same ranger we had seen earlier. He told me to relax. He had to wrap up a class in forestry or something, and then he would check it out. I was trashed, man. I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was nighttime. I went to the ranger, and when I did, he was standing there with all my friends, lying everywhere and ranting about not breaking the laws of nature or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest with us tonight.
The last thing I remember before that guy found me on the road was that crazy coming at me with a machete.
Michael, listen to me. There was a month between the time the witnesses say you left on your trip to the time you came stumbling out of the woods. Are we supposed to believe the ranger held on to you for a month and then just let you go? That just doesn't add up, Mike. It just doesn't add up.
Look, Doc, not everything in life adds up. I mean, what about the fact that no bodies have been found? Something had to happen to my friends. They're not exactly at home right now having a good old time, are they? I'm here telling you exactly what happened. I mean, I was there. It's just a bunch of pieces are missing from the puzzle. I just don't remember.
Mike, in less than 30 days, I have to give my report to the court. I mean, that's not my choice. That's the time they gave me. And there's a prosecutor out there chomping at the bit to bring this case to trial because bodies or no bodies, he thinks this case is a slam dunk. So if there's something you remember and you haven't told me, you better come clean, and I mean now. I can't get to the truth if you hold out on me. I'm just going to have to report to the court that you're sane and ready to go to trial.
Doc, I've told you. I've told everybody. Everything that happened. I keep racking my brains over and over, and that's all there is.
I guess that settles it.
Settles what? Help me out here, Doc.
I told you I was working on something. There may be a way to get at the truth yet. You're just gonna have to trust me.
Oh yeah, that trust thing again. What choice do I have?
None, really. It's gonna be okay, Mike, really. Hey, orderly, I'm gonna need you to move this patient back to his room, okay? Hang in there, Mike. Here comes one of those taking orderlies. Better just zone out, okay? I'll be back soon.
Hey. Yeah, it's Dobbins. Listen, I got something really interesting.
Can we get an interview?
No comment.
What can you tell us about the Deep Woods Killer?
No comment. Step
What are you
away
doing here,
from the
Judge
car,
Greeny's
please.
home?
I said no comment. Reporters, the lowest level of life on earth.
Cut the tape, Ralph. We have got to figure out what that doctor's up to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Deep Woods Killer is a red-hot news item right now.
Sure it is.
I just know there's a story out there, you know, waiting for me.
Well, you know, whatever. I'm just hungry. Let's go get lunch.
Lunch?
Yeah.
How could you possibly be hungry? We just had breakfast.
Hi there.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to startle you. I was just,
Kevin? Kevin Burke?
No.
You're supposed to be dead. What are you doing in my news van?
No, listen. My name is Kyle Burke. Kevin was my twin brother, okay? Kevin was killed by that Mike. You know, the Deep Woods Killer.
Yes. Yes, Kyle, I know. So what are you doing in my news van?
Well, I saw you coming over here, and I've always wanted to meet you, and, well, I kind of chickened out, and I jumped back here to hide from you.
Hide from me?
Yeah.
Why would you hide from me if you wanted to meet me?
Well, my brother and I used to always argue about who had the best news team. Well, I always said that you had the best news team. And, well, I guess I have a little crush on you, and, well, that popped into my head, and you were coming over here, and, it's silly, I guess.
No, it's not silly. But, we've got to get going now. So stop by the station sometime, and I'll autograph a picture for you.
No, wait a minute. Listen. I didn't come here to get an autograph, Mary, all right? We got to stick together, or Mike just might get away with murdering my brother.
Look, I've been a reporter for a while now, and I work best alone. Well, Ralph and I work best alone. So, I promise if I find anything out, you'll be the first to know, all right?
Yeah, right, sweetheart. Like you could get a word in edgewise when the doc peeled on out of here. I bet you'd give your bottom dollar right now to know what he's up to, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I know what he's up to. Because I have a man inside. A man that clues me in on every little detail. Are you interested now? I thought you might be. I thought you might be.
Everybody gather around for a minute, please. Thanks. I just want to take a second to make some brief intros so that everybody's familiar with everybody else. First of all, I'm Dr. Owen Means. This is my patient, Michael Haynes. He'll be escorted by officers Lamar Floyd and Rachel Andrus. He'll be advised by his court-appointed attorney, Mr. Glenn Stanton. And the interests of the state will be represented by Assistant Prosecutor Hillary Moore and forensic detectives Randy Davis and Cynthia Minor. We were supposed to be joined by another person, but I guess he's a no-show. So we might as well just head on out. If you're all ready, let's load up.
Hey, Doc, you looking for me?
Hey, Pete! There you are. I thought you were beginning to have second thoughts about joining us.
I've been here the whole time, Doc. Just watching what all you pretty people are doing. Pretty people, pretty cars. Nice doc, real nice. You know me though, I don't like crowds.
What the devil is this Means? Who is this character? Is this supposed to be a joke? Because if it is...
He ain't laughing. No, sir. He ain't laughing.
No, Mr. Moore, this is no joke. Pete here may be the best asset we have on this investigation.
You say asshead or asshead?
Hey, it's a good one, friend. Maybe me and you gonna hang out sometime, huh?
What are you talking about, Means? What kind of asset?
Pete here is a former patient of mine. Well, I'm happy to say I was able to help. Pete is a decorated Marine Corps veteran and one of the best trackers in the United States. He's going to be the one who finds that crime scene, if it does exist.
Yeah, Doc helped me out a lot. I had a hard time sleeping before I went and saw the doc. A lot of the stuff I saw when I was a U.S. Marine just kept creeping into my dreams. When I started seeing the doc, it done me good. I could sleep now, hell, 2-3 hours a night, no problem.
This is ridiculous. I have two of the best forensic investigators in the department going with us. What's this reject from Deliverance going to do for us?
Yes, indeed, Mr. Moore, you do have two of the best. But they can only investigate the crime scene after it's found. Pete here is going to help us find it if it's out there.
I think you're on a line. I'm about 1 second away from pulling the plug on this fiasco.
Unfortunately, Mr. Moore, or should I call you Hillary, that plug is not yours to pull. If you'll check Judge Farini's order, I'm listed as the head of this expedition, and as such I have full authority to utilize whoever I deem necessary to assure its success. So, if there are no further questions, I suggest that we get a move on before we end up pitching our tents in the dark. Jesus Christ, Pete, you scared the devil out of me. I was just about to go look for you.
Didn't mean to make you dampen your shorts, Doc. Just thought I'd come by and wish you good night before I headed off to my camp.
You mean you're not staying here? You're welcome to share my humble lodgings.
Oh, nah. Can't do it, Doc. Need a clean scent, keen brain tissue if I'm being any use to you tomorrow. No offense, but I lost enough brain cells riding with that lawyer fella. Best thing for me is get out in the woods, feel earth under my skin, you know, get a feel for the place.
But I'd feel awful leaving you out in the woods alone.
Don't worry, Doc. I got my best friend with me, old Jack Daniels. Kept me company on many a night when my brain cells need deadening so I can get to sleep. Hey, you want a shot?
No thanks, Pete. And do me a favor. Take it easy on that. I need you to be at your best tomorrow.
No worries, Doc. Just enough to put me out and let nature in. I'll be peaked by morning. Nighty-night now.
Come on, boy. Let's turn it in for the night. You can see the murders.
Hold on a second.
What's up, Banjos?
Would you mind taking first watch over the prisoner tonight?
No, I don't mind. I can take first watch. I want to finish looking at this map anyway, see where the hell we're at. You can do that.
Wait, Lamar. Can I ask one more tiny little favor?
Jeez, girl, what you want me to do for you now?
I was wondering if you would mind taking first watch outside so I can have the tent for a while.
Outside? Man, you got me twisted. This mosquitoes are murderous out here. They're gonna eat me alive. No way.
Please, Lamar.
No.
Come on, please. I'll make it up to you later. What if I take that weekend shift for you next month? Come on, please.
All right. Look, I'll do it, but it's gonna cost you more than the weekend shift. All right?
Thanks,
all right.
Lamar.
Do your thing.
Best. See you in a couple hours.
Come on. Hey, you like trees?
Do I like trees? What's that supposed to mean?
I just wanted to know, because you're going to be chained to that one all night tonight. Come on.
And these bugs are eating me alive. You can't keep me out here. I've got rights.
Come on, man. You ain't got no rights.
Hey, Stanton, you're my lawyer. They think they can keep me chained out here all night. Why don't you help me out here?
Oh, buck up there, Mikey. The fresh night air will do wonders for you. Besides, I snore. I just keep you up all night.
You suck.
I don't ever want to hear anybody make comments again about how, oh, I want the camera here, camera there. He just had Vern move something off the monitor so he can get a better view of himself on the monitor.
Just want to see if my beard was straight.
Have you heard of a mirror?
Well, have you heard it? You can just look over there.
Yeah.
His head's in the way.
His head's in the way. I'll do that again. I like that skit. Hey, how are you guys doing at home? Okay, hope you're enjoying the beginning of.
Do you have
Deep
a
Dark Woods, No Witnesses? What?
Yes or BS?
Yes, I do.
Good, because Terry has never joined us one of those yet.
My gosh! Now he. Yeah, I got one for each film, including yours.
Because I don't have hardly anything for any of this because I'm against.
We don't have a whole lot of time in this film.
In
I don't think.
Dark place. So
well, we're gonna get you out of the dark woods tonight.
Good segue there.
I don't know. That's good. I don't know what.
But he's still going to be deep dark woods.
Yeah.
Deep.
Actually, to tell a story, when we filmed the original Deep Dark Woods, I had a character cast, and a certain someone in the Cleveland acting community, who I will not name, did not showed up. And so Terry came in at the last second. I was recommended by Mike Purcell. You were recommended.
Will you tell us off camera who did not show up?
Yeah, I will. But Terry was great.
Candy!
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, okay. I know who you're talking
like
about.
That, but I would never cast him again in anything.
He was stuck up in the left one over there.
Seriously? Really?
Yeah.
No show?
Yeah. And 2 movies, and then like that. He chose one over the other. But luckily, he was recommended. He showed up. He nailed it.
Yep, nailed it. 1 week after dying of chicken pox.
He ended up becoming our stunt coordinator on that, and he helped us out a lot of stuff. And that was a 1-day shoot. We did everything in 1 day.
Except for the scene I wasn't invited to.
Except for the later scene that we added.
Wait, what was a 1-day shoot?
This whole movie, the original Deep Dark Woods.
The original.
Was shot in 1 day. The whole film was shot in 1 day. But then later, we had an opportunity arise.
7A to 7A.
Those scenes are in this movie, later in this movie.
Yeah, later they are, but we had an opportunity to rise that we had a little skin available, and so I had to have another scene,
Gratuitous, mind you.
Gratuitous. So, what?
Yes and BS.
Okay, yes and BS. So you want to get right into it?
Yes or BS.
Okay. You know what time it is?
Yes or BS. Yes or BS.
What does that look like? I don't know. I've never seen it.
I saw it. What
does it look like? Is it good?
It's pretty good.
Oh, there's poop, isn't there? A little pile
I
of
think
poop
so.
or something? Okay.
I don't remember.
All right. Well, since we know the Ranger deals with the forestry and all that in our today's movie, so I did
poop.
Here you go. Listen closely.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to these.
Listen, don't read.
I'm in a slump. I think I got 2 in a row wrong.
Okay, here it is. The first one. The Tetris below Swifty, a bird native to French Guiana, can disconnect its beak, legs, and wings to escape from a predator if threatened. Okay.
like my first wife.
Okay. Number
Oh,
2.
man, let me tell you, there's somebody in the peanut gallery that just made a face, buddy.
Did her legs disconnect? Number 2. You better
Couple of
listen.
times.
These will not be repeated.
Yeah.
A bird called the edible nest swiftlet makes its nest entirely out of its own saliva. People actually collect the nests and eat them as a delicacy. Which one is yes? Which
Can I
one
ask
is
you a
BS?
question?
Yes, but I can only give you what's on here.
You're not pulling a fast one now. One is definitely
No
yes.
fasties.
One is definitely BS.
No, you guys said to never pull a fast.
Right,
So,
so
one
one's-
is yes and one is BS.
Okay. Repeat the second one, please.
The second one. A bird called the edible nest swiftlet makes its nest entirely out of its own saliva. People actually collect the nests and eat them as a delicacy. And it's in Asia.
I have my answer.
Yes or BS? Which is
I
yes,
have-
which is BS?
I have BS and yes.
You have BS and yes.
People like to eat saliva.
Okay.
I will say
All the
first
time.
one is BS, second one's yes.
BS and yes. Okay.
What do you say, Tara?
Second one's real.
No, no.
That's a
okay,
half
it's
real.
Yes or
That's
BS.
a half. That's a half real.
Half real.
Yes or BS. It's not real. It's yes or
Yeah,
BS.
BS.
What do you think?
Well, if it's yes, then it's real.
I just said think and say at the same time. I said, what do you think?
Hey!
I'm sure you caught it somewhere. What do you think?
What do you think?
God bless you.
say, Vern?
I said BS and yes.
So we're all on the
Yes
same
and
page
yes.
here.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's got a page. We're just agreeing with that.
So you're all saying BS and yes.
What do you say out
Yes.
there, people? Our peanut
Anybody?
gallery?
I say BS and yes.
So everybody's on the same page. Rocco?
Same page.
Same page.
Same. BS and
Everybody's BS
The
and yes.
answer. So you believe there's a
I
bird
bet you
called
it's
the
me
edible
first.
nest swiftlet that makes its nest out of its own saliva. That's what you believe.
Yeah.
That's true.
Hey! We all got one
We
right.
got it right.
It's my
We
first
got it
one.
right.
And you know that's actually the cousin of the ooh-ow bird.
No, yeah, what's a new bird?
ooh-ow
It's one that lays square eggs, and when it lays it goes, ooh, wow!
Now it's yes, BS, and a pest.
What the hell?
Well, there you go. That's it.
Oh.
That was yes or BS. Good job, guys. Back to the woods to see what's going on. Maybe they're going to run across that evil ranger now.
Hey, did you hear that? I'm telling you, that crazy ranger's out there. You gotta tell the doc. Come on, I'm begging you for Christ's sake.
I didn't hear nothing, all right? Why don't you shut up about that fucking ranger? We ain't telling the doc nothing. Probably want me trolloping through the woods or something, looking for something.
I'm telling you, I saw him. He's out there.
And I told you to shut up. You keep it up with that ranger, and I'm gonna open a can of whoop on you, and believe me, you won't like it. Son of a... Sick of all that garbage with this killer ranger. I don't like the damn woods anyway, much less to hear all that talk. Listen, you better keep it quiet, because I'll set you up for good. Got that? Nothing like a cigarette to calm your nerves.
They always said smoking would kill you. I guess they weren't kidding.
No. No, what do you want? Help! Help!
Get some sleep. You're gonna need it.
Good morning, camper. It's going to be another beautiful day in nature's paradise. You know what I always say? Start a beautiful day with a gourmet breakfast. Yeah, I hope you like my specialty. Roast pig. Oops, gotta spit. I mean split.
Doc, help! I'm sorry. I overslept. You must be starving. I'll get you some food. Who's cooking this bacon anyway?
What the? Where's the head that was there?
Head? What are you talking about? What head?
That cop's head. It was there in the fire a minute ago. It was burning at...
Morning, Doc. Surprised to see a city boy like you out of the sack so early. Got some pig strips on the fire. You're welcome. Grab a few if you want.
No thanks, Pete. I'll make myself something. Now, Michael, what were you saying? Something about a head?
Listen, Doc. I don't know what's going on around here, but I do know this. That ranger I've been telling you about, he's here. I've seen him and talked to him. You gotta get us out of here. That guy's a nut and he's gonna kill all of us just like he did my friends. He already killed that cop that was watching me. He was roasting his head on that fire just a few minutes ago.
Woo-wee. Boy, oh boy. I don't know what kind of drugs you got that boy on, Doc, but I'm jealous. I was over there cooking my grub. This boy, he was chaining that tree, putting out some Z's.
You didn't see or hear anything?
Doc, there was nothing to see.
Well, if everything's cool, answer me this. Where's that cop?
I think I can answer that. You see, Floyd did me a favor and took night watch over the prisoner. I wasn't feeling very well and hit the sack kind of early.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hey, bacon!
Anyways, I was supposed to relieve him earlier, but I must have overslept. I went to the car to get some gear, but it's all gone. I figure Floyd's probably just good and pissed at me by now. He probably headed into town to get some cigarettes. They're about the only thing that calms his nerves anyways.
I'm telling you, the man is dead.
Shut your
saw
damn mouth!
Hey! Let's not jump to any conclusions. Now, what was Mike doing chained to a tree instead of being inside in the tent?
Well, I wasn't feeling very well, and I didn't want to get him sick and ruin the whole investigation.
Well, if you were sick, what were you doing in the tent with her?
Who, me? Oh, I have a high tolerance for germs. Besides, I was well protected, if you get what I mean, Doc. I won't catch anything.
Jesus Christ. Well, there's nothing to do but wait. If Floyd isn't back pretty soon, we'll contact the authorities. In the meantime, what we ought to be
All right. What's going on? What's everybody doing?
The ranger. He was here.
Wait! Listen, nothing's going on, all right? Officer Floyd went into town for cigarettes, and we're discussing when he might be coming back. In the meanwhile, I want to get started. I don't want to waste any more time.
All right. Let's go get this over with.
Could I have a minute with my patient, please?
Doc, what's going on?
Wait. Stanton, that means you... Now, Mike, you had a nightmare, okay? Nobody's been here. I can understand how your mind would make all kinds of things up after all you've been through, but Michael, you gotta play it cool. You know, Moore would like nothing better than to have an excuse to pull the plug on the whole thing. And if that happens, you're never gonna get the chance to prove you're innocent.
It is true, Doc. I've told you everything. The ranger's here, now he wants us all dead. We gotta get out of here.
Mike, would you rather have the electric chair?
You got a point. I don't want to fry like that bacon.
Good. Now let's not have any more to talk about the Ranger for now, okay?
Damn! I shanked it. Son of
All right, we're heading out. I'm going to check out the woods over that way, and Cindy's going to check out the lake.
Roger.
Oh, Officer Minor. Care for some company to the lake?
Okay, prisoner, chow time's over. Let's move.
What the hell?
I
just started eating. What's going on?
Even think about back-talking me. Unless you want to blast the pepper spray for dessert.
Come on, not another tree. Don't leave me here.
Shut your mouth, Haynes. You men are all the same. You think you can do whatever you want with women and just move on. Well, I don't play that game.
Mr. Moore? Just want to let you know that I'm going to be heading out in the woods with Pete to have a look around. We should be back by lunchtime or so.
Okay, Doc. Whatever.
Hey, you bought quite a bit of gear here. Is there anything you forgot?
Oh, that, yeah. My kids packed all that stuff for me. They think I'm out here camping, having a grand old time. What am I supposed to tell them? Their daddy's spending the weekend in the woods with their friendly mass murderer? I don't think so.
I guess I see your point, but I'm pretty convinced that Michael is not a mass murderer. Now, anyway, enjoy your toys.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Doc.
You know, you ought to be careful how you hit those things. They could be a deadly weapon.
I'm careful, Doc. Don't worry. I won't hit nobody, especially you. Least of all you. I would never do that.
Hey, Pete. Ready to venture out?
Just a second, Doc. I just got to grab something out of my gear.
Okay. Now you're ready to roll?
Lead the way, my friend.
No, that's your job.
All right, old Pete's got point.
Hey, thanks a lot for waiting for me. Didn't you hear me calling to you?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm used to hanging out with men who are in shape.
Oh, feisty. I guess I'm supposed to like that in a woman, but I don't.
I think you better get used to it, Mr. Stanton. Not all women are as gullible as your little andros back at camp.
Oh, you saw that, did you? Oh, well. Not to worry. She was just a port in the storm. A little entertainment for the evening. I mean, who better to cuddle up with when there's a maniacal killer in camp with you than a woman with a gun?
I cannot believe just how many taboos you broke with one statement. I mean, women as a tool or a comfort toy? Conceding that the client you have been sworn to defend is actually in fact guilty. I'm actually surprised you didn't get a racial slur in there.
Oh, don't go away, baby. I'm just getting started. Let old Glenn tell you how it is.
Oh, they say the caveman is extinct.
Oh, baby, don't be like that. I'm a lawyer. I make my living with my language skills. Besides, I get a little stupid when I'm around such a beautiful young thing as you. Ooh. Yowza! Latex and hot pants. Whew. That's a winning combination anytime.
Okay, then.
Goddamn son of a bitch. Who does he think he's dealing with? Not some dirty little street whore.
Yeah, 2 direct hits.
This game's a piece of cake. This one might be a little bit more difficult, though. You still get a point if it's a missile length from the target? Camper? Hello? No wonder they stopped selling these things. These things are dangerous. You could put an eye out. Oh well, I guess you don't get a turn now, do you?
Oh, what is that perfume you're wearing? Something French, perhaps?
I think it's the formaldehyde for my forensics kit.
No. I think it just might be the smell of Mother Nature's juices when a woman reacts to a man.
Yuck! Please, remove your octopus arms from my personal space.
Oh, but sweetheart, you're always examining a bunch of stiffs. Why not let something stiff examine you for a change?
With your somewhat odd penchant for using some of the most disturbing images for pickup lines, I'm surprised you've ever gotten laid. But if you don't remove your hands from my body this instant, I will take the scalpel from my kit and take a specimen home with me that will leave people talking for years.
You know what? I think I'll just go back to camp and change my shirt. It's gotten a real chill around here suddenly. But you do know where I'll be if you change your mind, right?
Yeah. Under any rock, you slime ball.
Nature's mating rituals are so moving.
That hits the spot. Nice cold brewski. How many you got left? Oh, crap. No more. This sucks.
Beer here! Ice cold beer here!
What the hell?
How about a nice icy cold one, sir? Sure looks like you could use one.
You're not supposed to be. How the hell did you get out here?
Why, that cooler's empty, son. Nothing but icy water in there.
What? Wait a minute. Which way was it? This looks like a path.
Now this is odd. Someone or something cleared this spot in the woods, but why? What could have been all the way out here in the woods that would have called for clearing this much brush? These could be human, possibly from the feet or hands. The Rangers. Mitch, there was a ranger.
Beauty this time. First bite I got all day. Not putting up too much of a fight though. Come to daddy.
Why did you do this? What do you want?
I am the law of the woods. I'm nature's little helper.
You're crazy.
Now, why would you say that? That's hurtful. But I forgive you. I mean, you just lost your head.
Oh, Jesus. Damn woods. Somebody find a golf ball and get out of here alive.
Oh, there you are. Come to Papa.
I knew I'd find you.
Mind if I play through?
What the?
4! Gee, camper, I didn't mean to tee you off, but I did yell 4, you know. Maybe I should have yelled duck. No, that would have been hunting. Oh well. You don't mind if I go first on this hole, do you? Camper? Hello? I guess not. Alright. What did I do with that tee? Got it. Oh, don't move. I'm pretty good at this, alright? There aren't divots. Ooh. I guess I'm no Tiger Woods. Hey, what's your handicap anyway? Oh, that's right. You're dead. Oh. Oh.
Boy, that feels so much better.
of the world, Ma! Top of the world!
This fight ain't over yet.
What the hell?
You knocked me down. You hurt me bad. They wanted to throw in the towel, but I wouldn't let them. Right now, come on. Let's see who's got the heart to go the distance.
Whoa, hold on there a minute, buddy. I don't want no trouble.
Come on. You and me, put up your dukes. Let's go.
Come on, I told you, I don't want no trouble.
Let's go. It's you and me. It's go time.
Whoa! Whoa! You son of a... Oh, are you happy now? Oh,
Come on! Woo! Bring it on! Yeah! Come on! Now that's gonna leave a mark.
Conversation just to get get my trumpet again?
You might. All right.
Well,
we're all witnesses to the deep, dark woods. They said there's no witnesses. We are witnesses.
Well, for now.
Yeah. But at the end, was there any witnesses? Were there any witnesses left? I can't remember.
Yes, there's one character that's somehow survived.
Uh-oh. No spoiler.
Yeah,
no spoiler.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna have to cut his own mic.
Cut my music.
Oh, you didn't do that for your yes or BS. Usually you just say cut my music.
Yeah. Look at
Tell us about
What was the hardest part of making a movie?
The hardest part about making a
Working
movie
with
is
that man.
getting some money. No, just organizing when you're on a low budget. You know, you got to do everything around people's schedules, and it's hard to get like a
always
big
the
shoot.
hardest
So
thing.
people have to commit. So you got to get good committed people. Like you can't have somebody back out, and we've had that experience
Did you have what?
at the last time.
Nine?
Yeah, there was a big amount of people
Okay,
in there.
so-
Nine at one time?
So let me
All
ask you
together?
this.
Yeah.
What's your least favorite memory and your fondest memory of making this movie?
My least favorite memory was one night late in the woods. We're filming two separate scenes. We had a van that we just had for that day, and we had a scene going on way on the other side of the woods, because we were actually filming in the woods, with an actor that had to leave in an hour. So I had to make a choice, you know. And the one girl that was in the scene with the van, she had got terrible poison ivy like the day before, because we shot a scene in poison ivy, we did not know it. And she was wearing a heavy wool outfit. And she wanted to get the heck out of there. No, that was the reporter. She was itchy, it was hot and sweaty because it's summertime, and she was very, you know, and she was wanting to get out of there, and she was gnawing my ear off. But the other guy had to leave because he was going to another shoot in an hour. So I had to get my ear chewed off, and meanwhile still try to figure out this other shot. And it was very, you know, it was very testing, very trying, but it's also exhilarating because that's part of directing a film and being the man, you know. You have to handle that pressure. And so it was, in the end, I was proud of how I handled it because I got chewed out, but it was worth it because I had to get the shot. You got to do what you do to get the shot. And my favorite, I guess, overall memory from that is probably, yeah, you're right, hoisting Dave up into a tree. Because he actually,
keeping him there.
yeah, Dave, that used to be the
Shermer.
former host, Dave Shermer, we actually lassoed his feet and hoisted him up in a tree.
With a tractor.
With a tractor. And he was no stunt man. No stunt men were involved. He did the actual stunt. It was a cold, miserable, rainy day. And once we had him up in the tree, and we let him down, but we kept him tied up. We went to lunch. and he had to stay back there in the
Get
cold
the book.
woods.
Get the book. Was he going?
He did. And
What about the physics?
Wait, did you do that
Yes.
on purpose?
No, it just you
Or
know.
did you just forget about it?
No, we didn't forget about him. But we just it was break time.
Didn't
so-
want to go through the whole
Yeah.
hoisting thing up
The
again.
funny thing
We'll be
is,
back.
when we hoisted him,
Wait, you
okay,
left him sitting there for how long?
it was like a half hour, 45
Upside
minutes.
down?
No, he was out of the tree, but he's still all tied up
oh.
because he had to go back up in the tree
So
when
you just
we were
kept
done.
him tied up. You just
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
Because he
All
didn't
right.
because
Yeah,
we
that's what I was kind of
But wait a
wondering.
minute, he was literally standing
yeah.
and it pulled and he went down and up.
But the funny thing is, we thought we knew
What no
physics. We put
Brazil.
we put some mats down so that when he got jerked off his feet, he would fall on the
Right,
mats.
right.
But we're not too good at math or whatever. So when he got jerked off his feet, it also jerked him past the mats, and he fell on his back. And then he yelled, "Ah!" And we had to do it like
physics.
whatever it is. We had to do
When he
it.
said that word a few more times.
We had to do it several times, and then he got hoisted up in the tree. His ankles were all rubbed raw because we had no special kind of harness or anything. We actually had his feet duct taped to a pair of those boots you used to hang upside down. We had those duct taped to rope.
Welcome to low budget independent filming.
So he was a trooper in that. So if you when you see in the movie,
Dave.
there's actually him flying around in the wind. So that was we figured that stunt out. Dave did it, no stuntman, and so I'm kind of proud of that.
Start filming day one to wrap up. How long did it take you to make this one?
That was, I mean, it was a lot of weekends because it was weekend. We into the woods. We left the camp. Sorry about that. We left the camp set up out in the woods for like weeks. So by the final scenes, this camp looked terrible. It was all mildewy tents and stuff because it had been set up for like a couple months probably, you know. And another scene.
Wait a minute.
What?
And by the meantime, there was nothing hardly left of that camper.
Yeah, the camper was falling apart. You couldn't see the inside. That was
And
his
we
office.
piled like 12 people on the inside for bodies. The whole camper went.
Yeah. And if you watch the scene where the one guy's the golfer, the prosecutor, he's driving golf balls into the woods. Little did we know, down the other side of the woods where the other actors are taking a break, Greg Lavelle was sitting in a chair reading his lines. He got drilled in the head with a golf ball and got knocked out of his chair.
Is that why you said the one line?
Yeah. But we were scared because Greg Lavelle was an attorney. We were all, but he'd signed waivers.
Of all
but-
people you hit the attorney.
Yeah.
Hit the
But
attorney
who would have
without
thought, you know,
waivers.
literally on the other side of the woods, a golf ball through the woods and nails him in the side of the head out of the chair, you know, and it was scary because we don't have no insurance or anything like that, you know, being a low budget thing, but he was cool about it. That's why he's one of my go-to actors.
He didn't even yell 4.
I think he worked 4 or 5, but I mean,
6.
you just, then you hear like a second later, like a gun, like, oh, you know, what was that?
First you think someone's joking around.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
exactly what I thought. And we ran over there, and he was laying on the ground. So that was scary, but a lot of good stories. When you do an independent, low budget film, the story's almost better than the
plenty
movie.
of stories. But again, how long did it? A year, 2 years,
No,
6
it didn't
months?
take that. It was within like 6 months. It was all like start of summer to the
I
end
think it
of
was
it.
like maybe 8-9 weeks in.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to write it?
I wrote it probably in a couple weeks. Once I started writing,
Was there much ad lib in the dialogue?
What is she doing?
not really.
What's going on over there?
Not really. Not too much ad lib.
You don't
but
want to know.
Lisa's still here?
Maybe we do.
Yeah.
don't worry
never
about what's
mind.
going on over there. You were warned about that. But anyways, yeah, it was fun. And I learned on that film. I learned a little bit from our first one. We redid the
Right.
sequel. I learned more, and then time I did
The
Murder
ladies
Machine.
in the peanut gallery
I knew
are over there
everything.
twerking.
Except for them dag eggs.
Yeah, except for the eggs that we used. But that was Murder Machine. We'll discuss that another time. I don't know if I use any of my techniques on this one. Because we had Jared was our makeup artist. Jared was doing most of the makeup.
Yeah, because he went to Jared.
Yeah, Jared. Let's go
Found
back
the
to it.
diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Yeah. Let's get back to it. See what you think. Got any questions? Call us at 4409447105.
Right down here.
Yeah.
I can squish his head.
Yeah, you wish.
We can talk about more when it's on the live chat.
Looks like a burnt run out here today. No sign of anything in this part of the woods. It's getting late. We ought to be heading back.
Might be a right smart plan, Doc. Ain't much challenge for the hunter when the prey's stuck out in the open, just waiting for the death strike.
That sounds pretty ominous. What are you getting at?
Don't exactly know, Doc. Something in the air. I can smell it, I can feel it in my bones, but I can't touch it and I can't see it. Death hangs in these woods like a thick fog on a bayou. Someone lose their way out here, they might never get out alive. We best head back straight away.
Hey, Pete. Listen, if you found something, or even think you found something, I gotta know about it. A man's life is at stake. We gotta find out the truth.
Doc, I don't much care for people touching me. You should know that from our talks. Now, as far as seeing something, I can't say that I have. These woods have seen plenty. These leaves are ripe with misery.
Oh, come on, Pete. If something happened out here, especially a mass murder, we would have found something. There would have been some pieces of clothing, some blood, some tracks.
Just because we ain't found it don't mean it ain't there. Could be the hunter's just a little smarter than we are right now.
Well, the smart thing to do right now is get back to camp and see what everybody else has come up with.
Where the hell am I? All right, come on. Get a grip on yourself, Glenn, old boy. It's just a bunch of big trees. Just a little bit bigger than the trees in the park where you jog on Saturdays with a running club. Gotta see if I'm getting a signal yet. Damn it, no signal! What kind of primitive world are we living in here? Why can't the great satellite in the sky break through these trees and carry my signal out of this hellhole? Damn it! All right. I'll just go back to my original plan. I'll just tie pieces of my shirt to trees and I'll know I've already been here. You gotta be shitting me! What the f... Hello? Hello? Is anybody there? I'm an attorney from the city. I've lost my way. My phone won't work. I could really use some assistance here. I have money. Hello? What is this? Oh, God! It's Davis. What happened to him? Oh, my God. Somebody did this to him. Be waiting out here to do the same thing to me. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get help. Ah! Oh, God! Help! Somebody help me!
What the hell's going on? Mike, wake up! Where is everybody?
Doc, what's wrong? What's going on?
Michael, where is everybody? Why are you chained to this tree?
I've been chained here all day. That lady cop put me here and then she left. She never came back. Nobody came back. It was so hot I passed out. I couldn't take the heat. I need water. My mouth is like powder. Just get me off the street, please.
I don't have the key. I can't. We gotta find him a key.
I can get them chains off, Doc. I don't need no fancy key to do it neither.
Okay.
If that's what you want.
If you can, do it. I gotta get him some water. He looks dehydrated.
Let's have them hands front and center, son. Remember, play any games with Pete, you're gonna die, boy.
Just need some water. So thirsty and hot. It left me here. She wouldn't even let me finish my food. She wouldn't even give me any water to drink all day.
Take it easy on us.
Thank you.
Michael, is there anything you're not telling us? We need to know where everybody else went.
I told you everything, Doc. The lady cop put me here, and that's the last I saw of anybody. Something's wrong. I told you that crazy ranger was here, but you wouldn't listen. I told you what I saw, but you wouldn't believe me. Now we're all gonna die.
Michael, that can't happen as long as we stick together. Besides, there's no evidence of any foul play. Pete and I were all through these woods and we didn't find anything.
That's not exactly true, Doc. I did see something this morning, but I kind of played it off my mind.
Pete, what is it? Tell me!
This morning before we left out, I saw some blood on the ground. I didn't say nothing because I wasn't sure this boy wasn't trying to play some kind of trick on us. Figured I'd go out in the woods, check it out, maybe find something to back up what he's saying.
Pete, you should have said something. We could have had the county investigators down here in a flash.
You're right, Doc. I just didn't want them hotshot forensic boys to get something on me if it was animal blood or something. My foolish pride stood in the way.
That's just great. I told you the whole time. I told you that crazy ranger was here and they was gonna kill us all, but you wouldn't believe me. Even with evidence staring you in the face, you wouldn't believe me. That's my luck. I survived the son of the first time, but is that good enough? Oh no, I have to come right back and give him another shot. But maybe this time, his aim won't be so bad and it will actually cut my head off. Great.
Well, what we gotta do is we gotta go back to the car, go into town, and get some help.
Oh yeah? I suppose you got the keys for Moore's car?
Oh, jeez, that's right. I don't have the keys.
I don't need no keys. I can get that fancy buggy running, Doc.
Thanks, Pete. You're a lifesaver, literally. Now, let's get out of here before it gets too late.
Doctor, Mary Resch, Channel 7 News. Can you tell me what you're doing out here in the woods with an accused murder suspect?
My God, where did you come from?
Are you looking for bodies?
There's no time, please.
Has the accused led you to any dead bodies? Can you comment?
There is no time. We've got to get help.
Mr. Haynes, will you consent to an interview?
What? No, you crazy bitch.
Hey, why won't you talk, you son of a bitch?
Kyle, what are you doing here?
Why don't you just admit killing Kevin and the rest of the gang?
I didn't murder anybody. Why won't you people listen? It was the ranger.
Everybody shut up. We don't have time for this.
Yeah, thanks, Peter. I couldn't have said it better. Now, listen, I don't know how or why you people got here, but we've got a situation here. The rest of our party is missing, and we believe they're in danger.
What kind of danger, Doctor?
The kind of danger where like you go home in body bags, baby.
What are you talking about?
We have reason to believe that there's a person stalking us in these woods. He may be impersonating a forest ranger. I don't know. The rest of us are missing. We gotta go get help.
Hey, how do you know this guy is dressed like a forest ranger?
Mike saw him a couple of times. during the day. I don't know.
Yeah, did anyone else see him?
No.
No, of course not. Why? Because he doesn't exist, except for in that head of that homicidal son of a... You mother... Kill my brother! Dude, get the dude off!
Kyle, no!
Dude, get the
Kyle,
fuck off
no!
me!
Kyle, leave him alone! Hey! Leave him alone! Maybe that's what happened to Ralph.
Who's Ralph?
My cameraman.
Oh, God.
He went out into the woods hours ago and never came back.
That settles it. We gotta go get help now. Come on. Hey, Pete, I'm going to get on the car radio and call for help. You get this thing started, okay? Holy sweet child! Oh.
I think it's that lawyer fella. He's all messed up.
Is he dead?
Oh, yeah. Good thing, too, I'd say. You look like that, last thing you want to be is alive.
Well, can you get to the radio? Make the damn call.
Can't make no call. Radio's gone.
Can you start the car? Do you have the keys?
Don't need no keys. But I got a feeling whoever did this don't intend for us to leave.
Damn it! Took the battery. Now what?
What about your vehicle? Can we use it? Does it have a radio? Is there a cell phone in it?
Kyle! Your cell phone.
Hey, yeah, good thinking. Oh, damn it. I don't have it. Ralph must have took it when we told him to grab the gear.
Nice work, airhead. Now we see which twin had all the brains.
You better shut your mouth, punk.
Or what? What happens if your friends here don't hold you back this time? I always thought you were a little brain. I guess now I'm about to find out. Come on! Come on.
Stop it! Stop it! Both of you! This isn't the time or the place. We have to stick together to have any chance of getting out of here. Let's go back to the van.
How far is it?
Yeah, it's about an hour's hike straight through the dark woods.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this ankle is either sprained or fractured, and either way, I'm not going to be going very far on it, so you guys ought to just go on ahead.
Ain't gonna happen, boss. Leaving you out here would be like leaving a sheep tied to a post. Big bad wolf would gobble you up in a second. These dark woods are his domain. Maneuver him through them in daylight's gonna be tricky enough. Trying it at night don't make no sense. I say we head back to camp. Make a fresh start of it at daybreak.
Great plan. Let's just go back to camp and take it easy till morning. No problem. What the hell? We should be fine. I mean, he's only killed all of my friends, practically all of this group, cops and all, your cameraman, a private detective, and who knows who the hell else. But we should be fine sitting out here in the woods tonight. I have no worries at all.
You want to go at it alone, boy? Why don't you? I don't think anybody here try and stop you. I know I don't give a rat for you. What are you going to do if you get to a vehicle and it don't run? You going to try coming back through the woods in the dark all by yourself? Tempt fate twice? Or are you going to wait there and pray he don't come for you?
He's right, Mike. Maybe we are better off sticking together. He can't get us all at once. Maybe he's counting on us splitting up. Maybe it's better to go back to camp together.
Hey, Mary, wait a minute.
What?
I got a plan.
I don't think I'm gonna like what you have to say.
I think it's crazy to just sit out here and let some psycho pick us off one by one. The news van's about an hour away straight through these dark woods, right?
Yeah.
Well, I may know where there's some alternative transportation.
What are you talking about? Just come back to camp with the rest of us.
No, wait a minute. Wait. Listen, my PI had this place staked out, which means that his location was very close to us. I mean, within looking distance. You know, he and I had discussed some things when we were planning to follow these guys out here. And one of our concerns was that a big vehicle, like a van or a car, might be spotted and give us away. Well, he had mentioned that he was going to use a motorcycle, something he could stash in the brush, and no one would be the wiser.
We haven't heard from him for hours. No reports, nothing. How do you know that whoever's out there didn't already get to him? Do something to him. And what if the killer got to the bike first? Then what?
Well, listen, it won't take long for me to look around the perimeter of camp. If I do find the bike, I'm on my way for help. If I don't, I could be back to the camp in minutes. No sweat.
And what if this nut finds you first? I'm afraid I won't see you again.
Be not afraid, Mary. I'm a hard guy to get rid of. I have to do this for my brother Kevin. I can't just sit out here and wait for someone to pick us off one by one. Besides, if this guy does give me trouble, well, he'll find this stick up. Gotta go.
Kyle, wait! Kyle!
Hey, where's your friend?
He went to get help. He thinks there's a motorcycle stash nearby.
What? We should all stick together. It's stupid to be running around alone in the dark by yourself.
Damn. I didn't think he had to do something like that. We always used to kick his when we were kids. I remember holding him down and giving him a pink belly until Kevin would run out and make us stop. Damn. That dude grew some big hairy after all. I just hope he makes it.
It's more, son. That's crazy. Downright Marine Corps crazy. Hell, I'd have been proud to serve with him. Of course, tomorrow we'll probably find him out in the woods strung up like a dressed out deer.
What?
Sorry, ma'am. Old Pete, he ain't much on comfort and words. Why don't y'all bunk down in the big tent, get some shut-eye. I'll take first watch because my screw-up put us in this mess.
Shouldn't we all keep watch? I mean, the more eyes, the better, right?
Appreciate the thought, Doc, but that'd just make us tired in the morning. Easy pickings for them. Besides, I'm a government-trained killing machine. Hell, I hear something, y'all be the first to know.
Kickstarter.
Oh, you sure? The music sounds like up. So anyways, hey, the star of this film was a guy that worked with me, Mike Hayes. He actually passed away last year. A young man, he had a heart attack, he passed away, but he was amazing. He learned like pages and pages and pages of dialogue, which I look back on now, it's like, how did he remember all this? So I gotta say kudos to him. Plus, going through everything, like we had no stunt actors besides Terry on this film.
And I don't make him do all the stunts.
Well, we didn't have it. Yeah, most people did their own stunts besides the fight that he was in, using a real knife. But that, yeah, okay, because if you watch the next segment, we had a real knife, real guns.
Reminds me, you didn't feel that one night when you call me up and says so and so there, so and so there. Yeah, that's fine. And you show up to the acting class, and you didn't give me a heads up. I'm like, what the going on here?
Get the book.
You gave me a freaking heart attack
Story's
that
like
night,
veering
man.
off from
Like,
whatever.
what's going on?
You guys know what they're talking about at home? If you do, contact us at 440
Ray, are you
944 7105. Let me know what they're talking about.
No, okay.
Why you keep it on if you know what they're doing?
Because you didn't want to get.
Yeah. Also, we gotta say, shout out to our.
This is a serious note.
This is serious.
This is a serious
You
note.
hanging us,
Oh,
knock
God.
it down.
Serious note.
I'm sorry. Well, hey. Oh well.
Serious
Don't segue from that to that. Jeez.
Well, you guys, you don't know when you guys are gonna go off, so. But our friend Ron Garstick, that was longtime promoter of the Glardy Fest, passed away a few weeks ago, and so we'd like to say sympathies out to his family. He will be missed. He was a great guy. He always treated us great, and he did a lot for the horror host community and for the icons of Cleveland's history and everything. So
We'll be seeing a segment from him next week.
we're going to be seeing a segment from him, according to
absolutely what he did just to
next week.
Just to get
everything
all
together
of those
for
guys
the Glardy
every
Fest.
year. I mean, God.
Yeah. So.
Hey, Vern, what's your whiteboard challenge this week?
Why it gotta be a whiteboard?
Because it's
Yeah.
because it's on a whiteboard.
That was another. Wait, I gotta give Rich props for one that I caught when he said he was going. He had a whiteboard challenge and was going out for a while. He goes, that's a whiteboard. You have a board white. Right here.
I caught that one.
That was a pretty good
weeks
one.
ago, but
Yeah.
hey, as long as I get caught,
Oh my
I don't
God.
care. Especially when I'm not on camera ever. The camera is
Yeah.
the worst switcher.
Okay, so
I'm going to get my own switcher.
Everybody.
What's this?
Can we do that?
All right, huh?
What's the,
Oh, okay. It's more like a trivia. Are we doing the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
is that it right there?
Yes, it is.
Oh, look at technology. Look
Right,
at this. That's what he was farting around over there.
All right.
All right. I might have to put my glasses on
So-
because I can't read.
Ghostbusters
Okay.
and Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
All right.
Which actor passed on their roles in this movie?
Wait a minute. Wait. The actor passed on both of those roles?
Passed on
Same
both?
guy.
Same guy.
Same guy
Passed on the lead on both of those roles.
What were the movies?
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
So you're just looking for
and
one
Roger
answer.
Rabbit.
I'm looking for one answer.
One answer.
It's only one answer.
One guy.
Who passed
One
on
guy?
Ghostbusters
Yeah.
and Who Framed
Bale-
Roger
Bale.
Rabbit.
What actor? Yeah.
What year did those come out? 84? Something like that?
Yeah, I think.
84 and 89.
84, 89. Okay. Need a hint here.
Okay.
In the 80s.
Dane DeVito.
In the 80s.
In the
Was he
80s.
ever on TV in the series?
Is he a huge? Was he a huge star then?
Yes.
Okay. Was he mostly known for comedic roles, drama, or action?
Comedic.
Comedic. Okay.
Originally comedian. Whoa. Michael Keaton.
Good guess.
John Goodman.
I'm gonna say Billy Crystal.
Is he alive still?
Yes, he's still alive.
Because he lost a lot of weight. John Goodman.
He never need to.
One role he needed to lose weight.
All right.
Actually, in one movie, he gained a lot of weight. Sort of.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
The whale.
You got it.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Yes. Eddie Murphy was. They offered him the role as Winston Zeddemore in Ghostbusters, and he turned it down because he was doing Beverly Hills Cop. He was also offered the role in Who Framed Roger Rabbit as Eddie. Bob Hoskins played that role instead, and he said he turned it down because he thought it was goofy. So he's like, who knew?
I couldn't tell one cartoon from the other.
Just,
You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It was dealing with deep, dark woods and scary
Time for deodorant?
woods movies, maybe. What was the better horror movie that took place in the woods? You got The Evil Dead, or the very first original Wrong Turn.
Ooh.
We'll find out.
Oh. But first, let's get back to the evil happenings of the deep, dark woods. No witnesses.
Vote for me!
go, boy. Same sights, different time. This scenario's starting to bring back some memories old Pete would rather not have right now. Oh well, little medicine to deaden them brain cells. Oh. No, not now. I can't deal with this now.
Second platoon! Second platoon!
Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Somebody there? Somebody there?
Second platoon! Second platoon! Second platoon! Second platoon!
You piece of it's Mattel, it's swell.
Oh! Ah! Damn! Ah!
Sayonara.
Who's there?
Somebody there? Oh, shit.
Mike! Mike! Mike, wake up! Now! Come here, I need you! What's going on, Doc? Come, Michael, come out here, quickly! Where's everybody?
I don't know. I couldn't sleep anymore, so I decided to relieve Pete for a while. We slept through the night, so I figured he'd be bushed.
So? Where is everybody? Where's that reporter?
I don't know. I haven't seen any or heard anybody but you since I got up.
Well, did you yell for her? Maybe she had to use the bathroom or something.
No, I don't think that's the case. Look.
I'm willing to place bets that was good old Pete.
Now, let's not jump to any conclusions. I mean, we don't even know if it's human blood. I mean, it could be like a trick, something to distract us so that the killer can pick us off easier.
What, are you serious? There are no conclusions to jump to. Everyone that came out here is dead, and there's a giant blood stain on the ground. Let's see, Doc. Should I jump to the conclusion that it's Pete's blood, or is it Pete and the reporter's blood? You know what? It doesn't even matter now. The only thing that matters is I'm out of here.
Mike, I'd like to tell you that you should stick around until help comes, but I can't. You know, we've done everything logical, and the only thing it's done is get people killed. I think it's time to do something unpredictable. Mike, just make a run for it.
You're coming with me, Doc.
You went out on a limb and you tried to help me. No one's ever done that for me before. We're both getting out of here.
No, I can't even put any weight on this ankle. We'd be like sitting ducks out there. I know if you get through, you'll send it for me. So just go, okay? Just go! Mike, are you okay?
Doc, how did you get here?
It wasn't easy, but I wanted to help.
Well, Doc, your timing is impeccable. I could use you a moment ago, but it doesn't really matter now. It's over.
What do you mean?
I mean it's over. The Ranger, he's dead. I just killed him with my bare hands, and let me tell you something, Doc. Nothing ever felt as sweet as putting that into his dirt nap. He ruined my life, so I took his. Sweet justice, right, Doc?
Can you show me?
Yeah, sure, I guess so. I mean, it's not a pretty sight, but wouldn't mind having a second look now that I think about it. The reporter's back there, too.
Is she
dead? Nah. I got there just in time. I think he was about to... Come on, I'll show you. Look, Doc. There he is. That's the that's been tormenting me. Burn in hell, hole.
Michael, are you sure this is the man you just fought and killed?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, you don't see any of the dead Rangers back here, do you?
Michael, just please come over here and take a look at this man.
Oh, you bet. I told you I want to get another good look at this freak anyways. I want to see if he died with his eyes open or closed like a...
Michael, just take a good look of the man that you say you just killed.
All right. What are you looking at?
Now do you see, Mike? Now do you see why I had you take a look at him? You couldn't have possibly just fought this man. He's been dead for months, if not a year.
I don't understand. I killed him with my bare hands. Look at them. They're still bleeding from the wire.
Where's the female reporter? You said she was here. You said she was safe.
She was right here. She was here. Look, the tape you used is still lying over there. She's here somewhere.
Michael, you told me the ranger killed all your friends. You told me that he even tried to kill you. That he hit you in the head with the machete before you were able to get away. The doctors that treated you, they said the wound was superficial. It was far from life-threatening. You were gone for a month before you stumbled on the woods. You said you didn't know what happened. The prosecutors think that you used that time to cover your tracks, to dispose of the body.
Doc, what are you trying to do? What are you saying? I thought you were on my side. I told you everything that I know.
Mike, I believe you when you say that you told us everything you remember. I also believe that there are things you're just shutting out. Michael, try to think. Try and remember what happened while you were away. It's important. We have to know what happened.
I can't, Doc. It hurts. I can't remember anything.
Mike, think back to when you went hiking with your friends. Michael, are you all right? What do you see? Can you tell me what happened? Michael, talk to me so that I can help you. I think I know what's wrong with you. I think I can understand why you can't remember what happened. Michael, I think I made a mistake in my earlier attempts to diagnose you. Why, can you answer me?
Whoa, Doctor. I think it's time I diagnose you. You want to know what I think you suffer from?
Mike, what are you doing? Let me help you.
Sorry, Doc, but I think you have a split personality. Don't worry, Doc. No charge for that. What are you looking at?
Hey, freak! I knew you were a murderer. I felt it in every inch of my body. It was as if Kevin was telling me something about you. You know how they say twins share thoughts and feelings? Well, I should have followed my gut instinct and offed you when I had the chance. It wasn't until I was heading for help that I realized for sure that you had to be the murderer. There was no way you could have known about the detective I hired, or for the fact that he was dead, unless you were the one that killed him. I came back to warn all the others, but all I found was a doc. He said that you went for help, and that Mary and Pete were missing too. We managed to track you here, which wasn't hard by the way you bellow through the brush. We got here just in time to see you do your little dance with the dead ranger. Before you were finished, I was able to hustle Mary to safety. That's right, she's safe, bud. As for the doc, well, he didn't listen to me, and he should have. I guess he thought he could help you or something. No helping you. Take my word for it, though. That'll be your last victim.
I guess it's time to play a little hide and seek then. But remember, this is my playground, so we're gonna play by my rules.
What are you doing here?
I just wanted to help.
That's no way to hit on a woman. I mean, if they don't like you, they'll just cut you off! I always did have an axe to grind with you.
You got room for one more body in there? I always felt a captain should go down with a ship. You're about to go down. It's a nice cop uniform you got there. From one of your recent victims? Couldn't imagine that it is. You'd have found this little beauty when you were stripping the poor down. This, by the way, belonged to Officer Floyd. I found him in the same ditch you left me in. I kind of figured him be the kind have a little added protection, and I wasn't wrong. It was right there, just like in the movies. Little holster on his ankle. I'm going to use this to send you to hell. Stop right there! I'm probably going to have to explain most of this to the police. In fact, I got a few questions bouncing around in my brain, so why don't you answer them for me before I send you on your way? Number one, I guess it'd be, how'd you kill all them people and we had you chained to a tree the whole time? What are you, boy, Houdini or something? I'll be. You're full of surprises, aren't you, boy?
Well, if you're gonna play a game, you better make sure you have all the pieces. Because if you don't, you're gonna lose.
Well, then you're gonna lose because you don't have this particular piece, boy. Got to have your bases covered to win most games. Looks like I'm gonna win this one.
Actually, I do have all my bases covered. I did find that weapon on a policeman's leg and figured it would make an excellent addition to my authentic policeman's uniform. Except for one problem. It seems to have a nasty little habit of jamming. A good police officer would never risk his life carrying an undependable weapon. It could mean life or death.
Sayonara!
Is that loud enough for you, honey? Honey, is that loud enough for you? Why won't you answer me? Oh yeah, I forgot. You're dead. Life is good.
Oh no. What should I do, honey? Should I pull over? Tell me, honey. You always tell me what to do. Why won't you tell me now? You're never there when I needed you. All you do is complain. Well, I'll take care of this one myself.
How you doing today, sir? I know she got a dead body back there. Keep up the good work.
This is not me, only who I appear to be. Not liking what I see, not near what used to be. Hammer away, repetition is my friend. Through thick skull, until the bitter end.
We just got the point. Does that mean we're up?
She was in the beginning of that movie.
Yeah. Well, at the beginning of the,
I don't think we're up because he doesn't have.
back up?
Are we up?
We're up.
He said
Oh,
we're up.
Holy-
his headphones are up here. I don't tell you.
So that was the movie, right? So if you saw it at the beginning of the movie, you saw Ray Sunshine Lee as the nagging wife. Then at the end of the movie, you see a slump in the back seat. Yeah, she's a good actress. And that was a stunt double because she was not available to reprise her role at the end of the film. Plus, I think I added that scene. So my daughter stood in as Sunshine, as a dead body in the back seat of the car that gets pulled over. Now, the funny thing is the movie had different soundtracks at the end. It had I Want to Pierce My Brain, and then it had Sandpaper. I forget the name of the groups, but we had different endings, so I don't know which ending was on here. Because I Want to Pierce My Brain by the Rubber City Rollers, or whatever they're called, and then we went to Sandpaper by John Jakes Mose. So I don't know which one's on here, but anyways, there you have it. There was
Deep Dark Woods.
the Deep Dark Woods, and guess what? Now these
No
guys
witnesses.
say maybe
No
we'll show the
witnesses.
original. If you guys enjoyed that, maybe we'll show the original.
None whatsoever.
But hey,
No.
how'd you like that Vietnamese dude?
How'd you like that?
Gun got jammed too early.
If it's Mattel, it's swell. That's what they're going
So you didn't tell me to shoot it one at a time, so I just kept going.
I don't know how you shoot a machine gun. That was Piva's doing that, but it was live ammo. I was a little
Yeah,
afraid.
it was. I still had the scar from that thing when it kicked back.
As a matter of fact, when Pete, as the soldier, was trying to run away, and you threw a grenade at him, it blows him off his feet.
And somebody's shooting a
yeah,
shotgun
that was
into the
somebody
blood.
shooting a shotgun at the base of his feet. Was how we accomplished that. That wasn't my idea, but I did okay it. After it was okayed by the actor, 'cause I trusted the guy that was shooting at his feet with a shotgun.
We were drinking earlier too. That was
Yeah, but the funny thing is when we shot out, and I won't say where it was at, but we were shooting these automatic weapons, or what if semi-automatic weapons, live rounds. You could hear other people shooting then in the distance.
Yeah, they were trying to get even.
Yeah, so that was a good. There was an actual swamp we were in too. It was very swampy. Good job, though. Good job.
Well, speaking of woods, did you want to debate the face-off?
Yep.
Let's debate it.
All right, let's go. You know what time it is again. Okay, boom. All right, speaking of woods and horror movies and spooky movies that take place in the woods, the original Evil Dead, which introduced the entire world to Ash, as in Bruce Campbell, or the original Wrong Turn, which I absolutely love. Which was the better woods movie? Terry.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Evil.
As much as I absolutely love Wrong Turn, it's I absolutely love it.
Now we're not talking about the series. We're talking about the movie.
So what? I'm gonna go Evil Dead. Only, I love it. It's a true independent film too. Speaking of independent films, God, I love them both. But yeah, because it just look where it went from there, man. You know, the Wrong Turn series. I kind of after the original, Evil Dead just kind of catapulted.
David, speaking of, one of our friends,
Bruce Campbell,
that we will be
That's
interviewing
right.
next week,
was in the remake.
Was in a remake of Wrong Turn.
But I guess the remake really has nothing to do with all the other ones. New storyline, new everything, but
so Wrong Turn.
That's absolutely right.
So you'll
Chris
be seeing
Hahn.
that next week.
That's
Shout
right.
out to Chris Hahn.
So
shout out to him.
all right, anybody else have Rocco?
There you go.
Rocco, have you seen both of them?
Yes.
What's your choice?
Oh, Evil Dead all the way.
Evil Dead all the way.
I don't know what's going on.
He said shout out to Chris Hahn. I did.
I say Wrong Turn because to me, Evil Dead wasn't a woods film. It took place in more a cabin.
It was set in the frickin' middle of the
In the
woods.
cabin.
It was kind of like a foresty type
Yeah.
thing.
And the woods attacked the one person. Oh, it wasn't set in the woods. What are you?
One attack in the woods.
Talking about the same movie here? What are you talking about?
Really? I wouldn't call it an attack.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Sort of, kind of, maybe could be true.
Nah. That's all I got to say.
I'm surprised you said Evil Dead because did you even see that movie?
No.
Waiting for them to go. Didn't
Well,
see
that's
either
only
one
because-
of them.
that's only because it was
You see Wrong
alphabetically
Turn?
ordered.
No. Really?
No.
Oh, you should watch
Somebody need to get this
Here comes the
stuff
drone.
off my car.
Here comes the thing. I'm surprised you didn't say Bigfoot.
Yeah, well.
Hi, bye. See everybody next week.
It's been fun.
It's been fun. It's been real.
Watch out for Rangers. Be
Come
good
back
in
to
the
see us
woods.
next week. Another independent film. Yeah, man.
From big name celebrity.
Get out of here. I gotta get help. Ah! Oh, God, help! Somebody help me!